Welcome to Looking at Legal Stuff. Today we have two hearings in a small claims case with a woman who is suing her neighbors for the cost of the repairs to her car after she was nice enough to supervise some driving lessons for the wife, who then crashed the car into a pole in the driveway. The husband claims his wife shouldn't have to pay for the repairs because the woman who was supervising should know that when you allow a student to drive your car, then that's just the risk you take. Does the judge agree with the couple? Let's find out.
And our last matter this afternoon is going to be cause 251460 Campbell versus Susri. Actually, I think it's Miss Sahu.
Excuse me?
Yes. Do I have parties here for cause 251460 Campbell versus Susri Sahu?
I'm Campbell.
You're Miss Campbell?
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
All right. And Miss Sahu, you're here?
Yeah,
Good afternoon to you both.
good afternoon.
All right. If I could ask both of you to just raise your right hand, I'll swear you both in very quickly. Raise your hand. All right. Do you understand that by appearing in court and offering testimony, you are swearing or affirming that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under a penalty of perjury? Do you so swear?
I swear.
I swear.
Fantastic. All parties sworn. All right. Ms. Campbell, Ms. Sahu, good afternoon. Now, I did take a look at this, and it looks like, Ms. Campbell, you said that you allowed the defendant to drive your vehicle, and Ms. Sahu apparently had a bit of a mistake and ran into the carport, which, you know, these things can happen. So doesn't mean you're a bad driver, Ms. Sahu. I'm not like right. These things can happen. But if a collision occurred, what you're saying is that she's responsible for that damage. And so you're seeking $1133. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Has the amount changed?
I think I estimated it 1144, but it doesn't, 1133, 1144, either one.
Okay. I think I just got it straight out of your petition.
Yeah.
All right. Ms. Campbell, when did the defendant use your vehicle?
On May 4th, 2025.
All right. And you granted her that permission, correct?
I did.
Okay. How long did she have your vehicle?
Oh, we drove around a few times, but on the 4th, only one time in under an hour.
Were you present in the car with her?
I was in the car, and I'm aware of Texas law, so.
Was she getting her license? Was this like her practicing driving?
Yes, she had her beginner's license. She showed me the beginner's license, and I was in the passenger seat. And it was my vehicle.
Okay. And then what happened?
Then we just were coming home, and she drove into the post, and it just, I mean, I know probably in Texas law, I own the car. I allowed a beginner's license to drive it, and then they are my neighbors. But it is these little dents, which I shared the pictures and photos, and I have them again today. They add up in money,
Okay, Miss Campbell. So y'all were driving back, and were y'all actually going to park, or like?
We're coming home to park.
And was it like the carport she was pulling in to hit the post?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Did you take photos at the time of the accident?
I did.
All right. Are they the photos that you submitted?
That's correct.
All right. Let me pull them up. I'm glad no one was injured. Was anyone injured?
No, that's so good.
Pretty sure. I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. Our estimate car insurance deductible. Trial photos. Oh no, photos of damage. This looks like good. Let's take a look. Okay. What kind of vehicle do you have?
A Ford Bronco 2022.
Oh, one of the new ones, huh?
Yes, yes.
I rode in one of those this summer for the first time with a friend. They were nice.
Yeah, they're simple.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What am I looking at here? Is this one of the photos that you took, Miss Campbell?
Yes, it's the front driver's side corner.
Of the bumper?
Of the bumper, May 4th, 2025.
And Does it normally look like this, or is that, did it?
No, that occurred from the going into the post or the column.
Okay. Oh, I see. This is the front headlight.
Yeah, and it just kind of, when she was
Got it. So she hit the post right here and that dinged that in, and then it smushed the top of the hood.
Yeah, the column was white.
Yeah, I see it right here. Did it hit the light?
I didn't notice that.
Oh, so it broke the
column, right? I don't know if I got charged by the rental thing, but I didn't add it on. They fixed it that week.
Okay. All right. Ms. Sahu, any objection to these accurate photos of the vehicle and of the collision?
Yes.
Your Honor, under Texas Rule of Civil Procedure 500.4c, I respectfully request permission for my spouse to assist me in presenting my case. I have difficulty in articulating in court, and I am new to this country 6 months. I was unable to find a lawyer willing to take this case due to its small value. Allowing this assistance would help ensure a fair and complete hearing.
Totally fine. Are you Mr. Sahu?
Yeah, Mr. Oja. Yeah, Sudipta.
Okay. So are these accurate photos of the damage?
We have submitted an exhibit, so I'm not sure if this image, the first image, I don't know if it's for the car because it's not showing the car identification. So that's where the objection is, because the full image.
All right. So your answer is you don't know. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not sure if these are correct photos.
Attributing to the car we cannot establish that.
I believe that these are photos she took of the vehicle the day it was collision, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so that's what I mean.
That is
who's
correct.
that back there? Is that the defendant?
That is their daughter.
Yeah, because this was not shared with us before, so that's where.
All right. Is there any dispute that Ms. Sahu was driving the car and hit the coast?
Once again, just there's someone knocking. Just we can address and come back. Yeah. So I'll present that. So the photo that we have taken for the entire one, specifically in the Exhibit C as a defendant.
Mr. Sahu, here's my question. Is it correct that your wife hit the car?
Yeah. So there is a context which I have to add to it.
It's a yes or no question. Was she driving and she hit the pole?
She was there in the driver's seat, and the plaintiff was acting as a supervisor.
Yeah, I get that. She's a permitted license. She needs to have an adult driver with her. But your wife was driving and she hit the post?
Yeah, it was coming to her, yes.
Great. Then why are y'all paying for the damage?
I'm sorry?
Then why do you not believe your wife is responsible for the damage? Because if she was driving and she caused the wreck, she has to pay the money regardless of whether she has a license.
No, so I would like to give the kind of argument in three things. So yes, as a beginner's license, she was acting as a kind of person under supervision.
She's a supervised license.
Supervisor license. So there's no denial that the plaintiff acted and agreed for supervision. That's number one. Second thing is that this particular car parking area specifically, right? The port area is very tricky, and this driving lessons happened, or the incidents happened on 3 days, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th May. 2nd, they both drove together. 3rd, they both drove together. 4th, both together. On 2nd and 3rd May, she was not allowed to do the parking. Well, reason being, she admitted that this carport space is tricky, and she wants to park in her own way, which is she's admitting it's a very difficult area for spotting. Being the driver who's new to the beginner's license, there is certain amount of supervision is required when the maneuvering is needed for a very tricky an area. I have submitted the tricky area where the maneuvering is needed, and when there is a difficult thing, it's a responsibility for the supervisor to kind of guide or train in those areas, which is very, very difficult to do. That is why I would say that this is a part of a negligent entrustment by plaintiff, because on 2nd and 3rd, it was not allowed. But on 4th of May, it was allowed, knowing that there is a difficulty.
Okay, unfortunately, that is not a correct statement of the law. If you're the driver, you're responsible. And that is true whether you were a licensed driver, you were driving illegally, or you were driving with the plaintiff's position. You were the driver of the vehicle. And if it's a tricky turn, you should have said, I don't think I can make this, and stopped the car and gotten out. If you attempted to make the turn and you didn't make it successfully and you hit the post, you have to pay her for her damages. Okay? You're a good person. You caused your first wreck. Congratulations on getting a license in America. Right? Be very careful. Judgment for the plaintiff, 1133. You're good people. You got to pay for the damage. All right.
Then I have to, the argument is that the estimation on the basis of estimation being granted, right? What is the basis of the estimation? That is not being questioned. I am objecting to that.
Ms. Campbell, where'd you get your estimate made?
Oh, from, I used to live near LaGrange, and so that's where I bought my car at Alpha One Ford. And so that's always where I go for checkups. I had gone for a checkup a week or two prior to that. Everything was fine. And so I just sent in the photos, and he said it could be more if he took up the parts off, but that was the preliminary estimate.
Exactly. So there is an objection under that, because it's a groundless filing, because this estimation is not related to the damage, because there was no inspection done. There is no inspection report.
Here's her estimate. It talks about front bumper with hazardous waste removal pre-scan. It's a $981.
Yeah, but
I find that completely reasonable.
Not backed by the inspection, right? So this, if you see the estimation, if you go to the first page, it's not related to the damage, or it's not related to any loss, right? If you refer to the exhibits that I have submitted, this exhibit's not having that. You see, there is no type of loss. There is no point of impact. There is no date of
was
loss.
Damaged, sir.
But the inspection has to relate to the damage.
No, it doesn't. Judgment for the plaintiff, 1133. You can definitely appeal it, but like, she damaged her car.
But that may be before judge.
See,
How she will prove?
the
See,
question
it is
Because I just saw the
side left.
photos. You
Because the
were
question
driving
is-
your car and you hit the pole and broke it and damaged her front bumper.
No,
these are
that is
something
left
cosmetic
side.
damage, but it is not
Left
something.
side, it hurt to the left side, not in front.
This looks to be the driver's picture,
There
right?
is-
No, this is left side. That port was left side, judge.
Can I
It
show me
is-
the exhibits of our the exhibits or the evidences?
You were driving the vehicle and the photo shows damage on the driver's side of the vehicle.
But damage needs to be associated with the
There was
actual. It has to be given. It has to corroborate to the actual damage. This damage was, there was no.
I'm going to show you the
inspection
photos
done.
again because I'm not understanding what you're saying. Look, here's the picture. Here's the Bronco. Here's what she hit. She hit it on the driver's side. Crump, crump, crump. That matches perfectly with hitting that, hitting that.
Right. So see, then what?
This looks to me to be exactly what we just saw. And then the estimate for it at $1,000.
No,
Completely reasonable.
The image that is there, so specifically what I've submitted, does not show that specific damage. And specifically, when the estimation is to be given or somebody has to give the loss, she's asking for entire bumper and grill replacement without any inspection. Without any inspection. So somebody has to inspect, and the car person has to assess the damage and tell us.
She got an estimate, sir.
How was? There was no inspection.
She doesn't have to. If she has an estimate for me from a Ford dealership that says this is what it's going to cost to fix that repair, I take that as credible because a third party with nothing to do with it, who is educated and licensed and does that for a living, said it's going to be $1,000 to fix her vehicle.
There is difference. If I say, just give me a quotation of replacing this, right, versus the assessing the damage, somebody to assess the damage and actually give the cost. There is a difference. It's a generic quotation which is just given. It's not corroborating to the damage.
Mr. Sawa, I will say this. I do a lot of these cases. I find this to be one of the smallest repair estimates I've seen. I don't ever see them below that. So if what you think is that's too expensive, I'm going to say I don't believe that to be case, and I find that the damage shown and the estimate given support the plaintiff's claim. There's no dispute that your wife was driving the vehicle and hit the car.
No, that's
right.
So
then here's my question to you. How much do you think the damage is worth?
It is a cosmetic change. So its cosmetic change will be somewhere below like 100 or 200.
Absolutely not. Judgment for the plaintiff, 1133. You can appeal. You have 21 days. All parties are excused. Thank you very much.
All right, is everyone here? Yes, okay. All right, good afternoon, everyone. C1 CV 25-6935, Elizabeth Campbell versus Seshri Sahu. If you would, go ahead and make your appearance for the record, beginning with the plaintiff. You're going to take yourself off mute, please. You're still on mute, *6.
Hello.
You're Miss Campbell, is that right?
Hi.
Yes, now I'm Elizabeth McElroy because I got a divorce.
Okay.
But yes, I can address myself either way. So
That's
yes,
fine.
I'm here.
Ms. McElroy. All right. And I also have an interpreter here. Let me go ahead and swear her in. Ms. Putravu, are you our interpreter today? If you are, go ahead and take yourself off mute real quick. *6. If you'll do there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Please raise
Can you
your
hear
right
me?
hand. Yes, ma'am. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully interpret English into Odia and Odia into English to the best of your ability? Please signify by saying I do.
Yes, I do.
All right. And can you go ahead and state your name and then whatever license number you may have?
License number? My phone is still on. Yeah, my name is Krishna, and shall I tell my license, the driver's license?
No, not your driver's license. There should be an interpreter.
Okay,
Number.
interpreter job number.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. Plug the
Not job number. It's how you're licensed to be an interpreter by the state.
That number, I have no clue about that. I'm sorry. I need to. I just have the job number. That's it.
Okay. All right. So you're not a certified one, but you are our interpreter. Okay. Thank you. Once again, I'm relying on my staff attorney who's able and willing to tell me that not everybody's a certified one. So, all right. Thank you. And is it Sahu, or how do you say your last name?
Sahu.
Sahu. Okay. Very good. Ms. Sahu is here. All right. This is a trial before the court. Let me go ahead and swear everyone in. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Okay, very good. So if you're not speaking, go ahead and put yourself on mute. And I'll eventually actually just hear through the interpreter, but I think I understand that she may how to use this interpreter channel thing. So we're just going to do regular. So we'll hear her interpreting, and we'll also hear Ms. Sahu
Your
speaking.
Honor,
Yes.
I would like to clarify that while I will present many parts of my argument and legal references directly from my prepared documents in English, there may be moments during hearing where I do not fully comprehend certain questions or need additional clarity. In those times, I request permission to use the interpreter only.
Okay. So you want to use her just once in a while?
Yeah.
I see. And then I think your dad is next to you, or someone's
my
next to you.
husband is there.
Your husband.
Yeah.
Sorry, husband. That's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. Y'all can, as long as he's not telling you what to say, but only interpreting as much as you've hired an interpreter here. So, all right, very good, Ms. McElroy. So what we'll do is I'll just let y'all present your case. I know that we usually do a big formal opening statement, each side, and then you testify. You both are testifying, is that right, as to what happened? That pretty much is going to happen today.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we do this? I've sworn you both in. I want to hear Ms. Campbell, Ms. McElroy, you may testify. Call any witnesses you'd like to. Ms. Sahu, you may cross-examine, you may question any witnesses and make any legal objections to any exhibits that may be offered, okay? And then after Ms. McElroy finishes, then you may present any witnesses and you may testify. What I don't want to have happen, like in a JP court, is everybody interrupts each other saying that's not what happened or that's not true. You let everybody finish what they're going to say, unless there's a legal objection, and then you'll have a chance to then testify and say, well, that wasn't true, or this is what was true, or whatever. Okay, just to make it flow easily for both of you and for me, honestly. All right, so Ms. McElroy, you may proceed. Tell the court what happened here.
It's a simple case. On May 4th, they were new neighbors, and her husband said, could she drive with me so she could practice driving? And it was May 4th, 2025, and she drove into my post when we came home, the column in the carport, and it just did some damage to the driver's side left front. There are photographs, PL 237, that could show what occurred.
I object, Your Honor.
Hold on. Stop. Remember what I said?
Okay.
I said you may make a legal objection. You can't just interrupt just because you want to disagree with what she said. All right. I'm not going to be here all afternoon. All right, Ms. McElroy, did you submit the documents via box, or how did you submit the documents that you're attempting to talk about?
I submitted everything via box, and I did PL. I have PL 1 through 23. It's PL 2 through 7.
PL 2 through 7. All right. And so were these photographs, do they fairly and accurately depict the objects that are in the picture at the time of the incident?
Yes, I took them right after the incident. So they were in present time right after the incident occurred.
Okay, and that is, hold on just a second. Hold on, check my staff. Miss Colton or Miss Rains Walker, are y'all seeing the exhibits that she's referencing here?
1 second, Judge.
In box, I'm pulling up box 2, but not.
I put them in the box.
No, I'm looking at the wrong. I'm looking at the wrong box already. All right, let me go back. No, I end up in county in Southern Art. There we go. Okay. There. All right, I see petition was added. Defendants exhibits. I see a bunch of defendant exhibits. All right, I'm not seeing any photographs added on here unless I see a bunch from the defendant.
I put in the box and labeled them P1 through PL1 through PL23.
Under your cause number?
Just from the link that Kathy.
All right, let's do this. We're going to take a 5-minute break. Hold on just a second. Oh, never mind. Miss Colton is directing me in the right place.
Judge, I'm not seeing anything either. So if you want to just direct them how you were about to.
Yeah. Let's take a I don't know if it's gonna take 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. 10-minute break. And this has gone way too long already. I'm looking at what this 5-minute break. Stop talking. Stop. Hold on. In the next 5 minutes, I'll take a 5-minute break. You can work my staff to either email them to her or do something beyond that. But we'll reconvene in 5 minutes and you can chat with my staff. Thank you.
Hi, Miss McElroy. My name's Brandy. I'm the Judicial Executive Assistant. You should have gotten some emails from me before. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, if you could just choose any of those emails that I've sent you, reply all, and go ahead and just attach whatever it is that you were trying to upload to Box, and then I'll go ahead and just do it for you.
Okay. It's funny, I did them all, and I know that.
I saw one document, but we're not seeing the stuff that you
Okay.
labeled as PO1, PO2, etc. So if you could just go ahead and just reply to any of my emails and go ahead and just send those to me as an attachment, and then I'll go ahead and upload them.
Okay.
Isn't mandatory for PO.
Hi, Brandy, can I say something?
What do you need assistance with?
Yeah, because it is a court rule that we should upload the documents no later than 48 hours. So if she is knowingly doing this, like without we are knowing about this, then how to defend?
Ms. Sahu, Judge Wong has already instructed her to go ahead and do this, so we're going to follow what his instructions are in this hearing.
Because
This is legal objection.
this is a legal objection because we have.
Okay, ma'am, I cannot hear your legal objections. I'm not the judge. You'll have to raise these objections to Judge Wong when he's back on video and we've resumed, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm ready to go back on the record.
Okay.
Let me make sure our interpreter is here. Well, I understand is kind of sitting around just in case Ms.
No, objection.
Sahu needs help. So,
Cool.
all right, Ms. McElroy, you may continue.
Okay, so May 4th, 2025, she was driving my car and we came back to the carport. We share a bungalow that is divided by a wall, unit 4 and 5. And we drove back in the carport after driving and she ran into the post and it damaged the left driver's side front. And there are 6 photos that are not numbered now that are in the first email that Brandy received.
All right, well, I'm going into Box now, and those have just been put in a box. There's car damage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which should be available to the opposing party as well. So let me look.
That's
at
funny because
one.
it's labeled something else, but that's okay.
All right, so there's 1. Are you offering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6?
To my knowledge, it was PL 2 through 7. So PL 1 was a document, but whatever visuals of the car would be great.
Ma'am, you have access to Box as well. The
Yes.
court can't do it for you. I'm just trying to figure out what we've got here. I see actually as titled today, car damage 1 JPG, car damage 2 JPG, car damage 3 JPG, car damage 4 JPG, car damage 5 JPG, car damage 6 JPG, and there's some other one. So you're offering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 car damage .jpg. Is that right?
Okay, that's perfect. Yes.
All right, let me see now. Any objection to exhibits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6?
Yes.
What's the objection?
I want to use interpreter. Okay. So
Yeah.
first of all, this is okay. It a legal objection. 48 hours mandatory violation of document upload. Yesterday,
ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ କହିବେ ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ବୁଝେଇଦେବି ନହେଲେ ବେଶୀ କହିଦେଲେ ମୋର ମାନେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଠିକ ସେ ବୁଝେଇ ହବନି ଆଗଟା କୁହନ୍ତୁ
कि first of all এটা mandatory 48 hours violation होची ओके
अच्छा
48 hours before हमको सब document upload करिवार अछि.
अच्छा रुहंतु एतिकी मु कहि दिए
Okay.
हाँ. So what she's saying, it's mandatory that the documentation duration is 48 hours and it has to be done before that. Yeah,
What
please go
rule
ahead.
is she? Right. What rule is she
Sorry.
reciting?
କୁହନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କ'ଣ କହିବାକୁ
As per
ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି?
court rule, Kathy has shared. So Kathy rule, this is Travis County Court at Law number 1, rules for remote hearings. This is exhibits must be uploaded to box as well as emailed to opposing counsel no later than 48 hours before the hearing. The subject line of the email should be full cause number.
All right. You stop.
ରୁହନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ ଯାହା ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଟିକେ ଆମେ ବୁଝିଦବା.
If you're going to object to all the documents because of a filing hiccup by getting things downloaded in a box, I will give y'all a continuance and y'all can come down to court and do this. You understand? So either you can stay with your objection, that's fine, but that means I'm going to continue this case and make y'all both show up to court. That's fine. Generally, parties agree to letting the documents in, but they don't have to. But that doesn't mean I have to go forward yet. If you're going to make an objection, that's fine, but I'm going to continue the case. I'm going to recess this case and I'm going to set it for trial on another date because I don't have time to listen to, I don't have the bandwidth right now to have you object to every single document because you don't agree to it, even though it's just photos of the car, photos of the post. That's fine. If you want to do this another day, we'll do it another day. Is that what you want to do? You want to continue this? Because I will grant your objection for now, but that means I'm going to recess this case and set it for trial. I'm going to make all of you come down to court.
We can continue. So these are my objections. So
no, it's fine. I'm not trying to force you. It's just that parties generally agree to these documents, photos, if they're not a big deal. But I'm going to comply. I will follow the rules. Okay. Okay. So if you want to do a different day and do this in person and come down here and I have our interpreter come down for that, then we will do that. Okay. You are in your full right to do that. Okay. If you want to object to it. Are you objecting to them?
ଆପଣ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କି ସେ ଯାହା କହିଲେ ଆପଣ ବୁଝି ପାରିଲେ ତ?
ହଁ ମୁଁ ବୁଝି ପାରିଲି, ମୁଁ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି, ବଟ୍ ସେଇଟା ଲିଗାଲ ଦୃଷ୍ଟିରୁ ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କ ନଜରକୁ ଆଣିଲି.
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଆପଣ ଏ କେସ୍ଟା ଏବେ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ନା ଇନ୍ ପର୍ସନ ଯିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି?
କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି.
She is saying that she would like to continue with what you have been deciding to do the next step. Whatever you explained, I just mentioned it to her and she is saying she would like to continue.
Okay, continue in doing it another day or finish doing this now?
ଆଜି finish କରିବେ ତ?
ହଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ମୋର ଆଉ ଅପସନ୍ ଅଛି.
She's saying I would like to finish it today, but I have some other objection which I would like to mention it to you.
Okay, are they for documents that you haven't seen yet?
Yeah. So it is for timestamp. There is no timestamp in the images. Images plaintiff showed. There is no timestamp. किछि timestamp नहीं सेतिरे.
She's saying in the images there is no timestamp which is being seen.
Okay.
In the images.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna overrule that objection. She's testifying it's the way it looked at the time of the incident. You can testify later that it's not the way it looked at the time of the incident. Okay.
ଆପଣ ପରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝି ପାରିବେ ଏ ଯୋ ସେ ଯାହା ଆପଣ ଯୋ ଟାଇମ ଷ୍ଟାମ୍ପ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଟା ଆପଣ ପରେ ଟିକେ ବୁଝି ପାରିବେ ଏଟା ବୋଲି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ପରେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ବୋଲି କହୁଛନ୍ତି. Yes sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so plaintiff exhibit car damage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all admitted. All right.
Perfect.
Ms. McElroy, you may continue.
She drove in the driveway, she hit the post, and that's what occurred in those photos. As you can see in the post photo, her daughter's in the background. So it was in real time. And that's what I have to say about those photos and that evidence.
Okay, that's a different picture. That's the post support for carport repair.jpg.
Oh, no, that would,
No.
no, it would just be one of the car damage photos. I think, well, let me look on my email. It has a post in the visual. Post with, oh, well, it's written different when I labeled it. Okay, let me go back to my folder. Okay, I don't know what happened. It's in a visual with the post. One of these photos. Okay, post support for carport repair. You are correct, and I'm sorry it took me so long. Yes.
Okay, so that we'll label that as Plaintiff's Exhibit 7, the post support for carport repair.jpg. You're offering that. Ms. Sahu, do you have an objection to Plaintiff's Exhibit 7, the picture of the support for the carport, the post?
Seventh image टा आपण देखंतु seventh image टा आपण सेतरे किछि अछि कि देखबा पे कहउछन्ती आपण को
Image.
Which image?
The title is Post Support for Carport Repair.jpg.
ये मोर ऑब्जेक्शन अछि देखंतु
अच्छा
से जोटा क्लेम करिछि से क्लेम करछि बम्पर fog light. The height you see, the height is it's more than the car means the port. It's more than 1 feet above the fog light. Okay, जोटा ब्रेक हेची सेटा ड्राइवर साइड रे बाजिची फॉग लाइट रे केबे भी स्ट्रक्चरली केबे से माने इंटरसेक्ट करिवेनी से माने मु जदी से फ्रंट एंड हिट करथांती सीधा सेटा तळे पड़ी थांता गाड़ी.
Okay, let me stop you. If you want her to interpret, you have to talk in small sentences.
Okay.
So she can interpret for me what you're saying. I can't, if you talk a long time, she can't get it all.
आपण गोटे काम करंतु आपण गोटे काम करंतु गोटे लाइन करके रही जानतु मु तांको बुझे देबी हैला.
Okay.
So I need your legal objection, if you have one, to this picture of this post.
Post
आपण पाखरे से पिक्चर अछि राइट एबे सामने रे
हां पिक्चर
हां
अछि
हां एबे कहंतु
हां ता अनुसार से कहूची जे फ्रंट लेफ्ट फ्रंट हिट हेची जदि लेफ्ट फ्रंट हिट हेई थांता कार पोर्टटा एज रे अछि गाड़ी तळे पड़ी थांता सेति की कहि सारंत प्रेम कर.
Yeah. What she's saying, the height where the accident happened, if it would have really hit in that way, then the port would have been fallen. So the length and that doesn't match. That's what she's saying.
Oh, okay.
May I respond?
No. I'm going to deny the objection. I'm going to overrule it. You can testify what you think it should look like after you allegedly hit it, but I'm going to let this one in. I'm going to let the picture in. And if you've got something else you want to testify about it, you can do that in a little while. Okay. All right. So that was admitted.
Can I tell her what you said,
Yes.
sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So से कहउचंती आपण को आउथरे सेटा आपण को टिके टाइम देबे से देखुचंती आपण पुणी जति जहा कहिबार अछि से आपण जो रही जाईची सेटा पुणी आपण से टाइम देबे सेही अनुजय आपण सेही टाइम रे कथा हेबे. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. You may continue, Ms. McElroy.
May I respond to her response?
Well, I've already overruled her objection, so
Okay.
you can continue
Okay.
what you're saying.
So I just want to say she saw and observed the post being hit when she got out of the car. I'm just wanting this on the record. Her daughter was in the background of that photo. She knows it happened. She was there. and she knows exactly what happened. Okay, so moving on to preliminary estimate 1.
All right, and is that now labeled service 430-2025 alpha 14.pdf?
No, that was a service document. Let's just see. It is labeled preliminary estimate 1.
I don't see that. It may have changed names here. Hold on. So that's a filing fee there. E-file fees.
Because what I'm going to be asking for is preliminary estimate 1, preliminary estimate 3, 4, and 5. Or the preliminary estimates.
গোটা মানে টাইম অফ দ্য ইভেন্ট সেটা পরে ହେଇଛି ହେଲା চেক করে কি
I'm looking at
I sent it,
no,
in the box. Okay.
I see a investigating a complaint against a Texas judge as a potential witness in the case. I'm
Okay,
not sure
wait,
what
let's
that is.
just see this. Okay, let's just see something.
I don't know what
How
that
it might
is.
be in preliminary estimate 1. It's written PDF. Preliminary estimate 1 PDF.
Hold on, Ms. Colton, are you seeing that in this box?
Miss McElroy, what was the name of the document?
It's preliminary estimate 1. And then it was on one of your emails. Preliminary estimate 3. Preliminary estimate 4 and 5.
One second. One second. Okay, Judge, can you refresh?
Mm-hmm. Do that now. All right, preliminary estimate. Which one are we looking at now?
Well, let's look at any of that. Well, let's look at preliminary estimate 1 first.
All right, so you're going to label that plaintiff's exhibit 8. I have to make sure my court reporter is getting the correct exhibit numbers attached to whatever document you're attempting to offer in evidence. I will convey to both parties that this case may be better suited for a long docket in-person trial instead of us trying to do this by Zoom. I appreciate y'all trying to do that, but depending on how much y'all are going to go on this, it's looking to me like this is going to, well, I'm not sure this was the right way to do this, even though y'all agreed to it. All right, so plaintiff's exhibit 8 is from Alpha 1 Ford, noting customer Elizabeth McElroy. Ma'am, what is this then?
This is just to show the preliminary estimate from Alpha 1 Ford, where I bought my car and where I have it serviced, and they estimated $981.09. And then we can move on to the next preliminary estimate.
Oh, hold on. Well, you got to offer it first, ma'am.
Oh, so how do I?
Well, I can't tell you how to do things.
Okay.
Pro se litigants. But hold on. Stop talking. If you want to make an offer, you have to prove up the document, and then you have the other side have an opportunity to object to the document. Okay? So plaintiff's exhibits 1 through 7 have been admitted. Plaintiff's exhibit 8 was admitted, but this is plaintiff's exhibit 9, I think. Where's this 8? Let me ask my court reporter. Ms. Mata, what number are we on?
Preliminary exhibit, preliminary 1 is exhibit 8, so the next one would be
Okay. All right. So this is, all right. So preliminary estimate is one is Exhibit 8. Now, you're offering that into evidence. Is that right?
Correct.
All right, Ms. Sahu, do you have a legal objection to the exhibit, plaintiff's Exhibit 8, the estimate?
Yes.
What's the legal objection to it?
Your
Your husband cannot be, tell me, your husband cannot be giving you answers to these questions. Do you understand that?
Yes.
He cannot, if you were sitting in my courtroom and he's talking to you, he would now be seated in the audience and not next to you if he's telling you what to ask. Okay? He was only there to help you to understand the questions.
Okay.
Okay.
So can I use interpreter?
Yes, of course.
She's
So,
asking to repeat the question one more time. She didn't understand which document.
I
you are
understand. I
referring to.
understand. Se
Okay.
କହୁଛନ୍ତି କୋଉ basis ରେ ମୋର objection ଅଛି, on what basis this is prepared, this document, this estimation on is prepared on what basis, କୋଉ damage ରେ କି କଣ ତାର କିଛି ବି evidence ସେଠି ନାହିଁ, କିଛି ବି ଲେଖା ହେଇନି ସେଥିରେ, ଦେଖିବେ ଆପଣ କଣ ସେ ମାନେ କଣ ଇମେଲ କରିଛି, ସେ କଣ ତାର ରିପ୍ଲାଏ ଦେଇଛି, ତାର କିଛି ବି evidence ନାହିଁ।
So ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି evidence ଆଉ email match କରୁନି।
ନା ସିଏ କୋଉ ଇମେଲ ପଠେଇଛି, ତାର ରିପ୍ଲାଏ ରେ ସିଏ ଏଷ୍ଟିମେସନ ପାଇଛି, କୋଉ ବେସିସ୍ ରେ ସେଇଟା କିଛି ବି ଦିଆ ହେଇନି properly।
What she's saying, Judge, like the estimation, the email which has been sent, and the quote, it doesn't match at all. The
On what
estimation
basis it is
on what
prepared?
base? Yeah, it is prepared. Her question is on what basis this estimation is prepared.
Okay. That's really not an objection. You can ask the witness eventually when you're asking questions, but I'm looking for any legal I'm looking for any legal objection to admitting the document.
So, okay.
Legal objection document ବିଷୟରେ ସେ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି କିଛି ଅଛି କି?
ଯୋଉ ପଠା ହେଇଛି ସେଥିରେ ତାଙ୍କର ମାନେ କିଛି ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନେସନ ନାହିଁ, ମାନେ କଣ ହେଇଛି, କୋଉ ବେସିସ୍ ରେ ସେଇଟା ସେ ଏଷ୍ଟିମେସନ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର ହେଇଛି, ତାର କୋଉ ଡ୍ୟାମେଜ ରେ ଫିଜିକାଲି ତାର ଅବଜେକ୍ସନ କଣ, ଫଟୋଜ କଣ, ସେଥିରେ କିଛି ବି ମେନସନ ହେଇନି।
ସେ ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟରେ ଠିକ ସେ ମେସେଜ ମାନେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନେସନ ନାହିଁ କହୁଛନ୍ତି, right? Yeah. So she's saying in that document the proper explanation is not being done.
Okay. And she can ask that later, but I need any legal objection to the document.
जो डॉक्यूमेंट रो से जो एक 8 डॉक्यूमेंट अछि तार नंबर टा सेथरे तार आपणकर किछि लीगल ऑब्जेक्शन अछि कि नाही एसे जो जहा देछि तार ऑब्जेक्शन टा टिके क्लियर रे कहिले तांको बुझेबी।
माने लीगल ऑब्जेक्शन माने से कौन माने
she's not able to
Okay.
she's not clear about what is the legal
Okay, I can't tell her how to do this. I'm sorry. Based on that, the plaintiff's exhibit 8 is admitted. All right. Ms. McElroy, you may continue.
Preliminary estimate number 3, covert collision center.
We'll label that plaintiff's exhibit 9, covert collision estimate. Can you tell the court what the document is?
It's they all are giving a preliminary estimate on the damage of the car, and this one came in at $1,858.39.
Are you offering this into evidence?
I am offering this into evidence.
All right. Any legal objection to plaintiff's exhibit 9?
Yes, this is prepared after 5 months, I think. This is prepared after 5 months of the incident. So I object this estimation because 5 months, in 5 months, the car has gone so many distances, it has traveled, so many things has happened. So I legally object this estimation.
Okay, so the objection is that it's not that the estimate did not accurately reflect the condition of the vehicle at the time of the accident and the repairs that were needed.
Yeah.
Response, Ms. McElroy?
Yes, I sent the same photos to the body shop that I sent to, each one got the same photos.
So they didn't actually physically inspect the car?
Well, I have an estimate two, preliminary estimate two, where I went to get my next service in November, and they did physically look at it, and they said it was the same price. So preliminary estimate one was done by photos. Then preliminary estimate two was in person, and they came up with the same price because it was the same place. And then the photos
Okay.
were sent for 4 and 5.
All right, thank you. I'm going to sustain the objection to Plaintiff's Exhibit 9, the estimate number 3, so that will not be considered. All right, next.
Okay, well then we will discount 4 and 5 because they were sent, the photos were sent recently. So,
It's up to you to try to
okay.
do whatever. So are you offering
Preliminary estimate 4, Already Automotive, with the cost of $2,410.61, Austin, Texas.
prelim? So prelim 4, you're going to now label as Plaintiff's Exhibit 10. And that. Any objection to Plaintiff's Exhibit 10, Ms. Sahu?
Yes, yes, Judge. So this is
Okay.
prepared, I think, for December. This is prepared. So again, this is after so many days, 7, 8 months of the incident.
Okay. And this was also, Ms. McElroy, done just by photos sent to the repair
By
place?
photos. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and sustain the objection to Plaintiff's Exhibit 10. And I'm not going to be considering Plaintiff's Exhibit 10. Now, understand, just because I sustain objection, if y'all go on appeal, the appellate court can look at whatever I've denied. They'll see the testimony and see what y'all offered. Okay. So there's always somebody checking my homework if that's the case. So, all right. So, I'm not going to allow Plaintiff's Exhibit 10. Next offer.
Okay. Okay, so we're not going to do, okay, so just 1 second. Just that GB post 5/7/2025. Let's see what that's called.
Well, let me go back because you made a reference, Jen. I want to make sure we're clear on the record. You did say one of the estimates was done in person. Can you identify?
Yes, and
go ahead and identify that one.
Oh, that was well, when I put it in the box, it was PL9 preliminary estimate 2,
Preliminary estimate.
which was the in-person one.
All right, let me.
And they said it's just the same.
Preliminary estimate.
In the box.
Okay. I say preliminary estimate 1, preliminary estimate 3 from covert collision. I see preliminary estimate 4, preliminary estimate 5. I don't see a 2. Ms. Colton?
Well, I didn't email her estimate 2 because it was in the box, and I thought, well, that's the same estimate. So
Well,
I'm happy to email it right now.
but you're saying that's the same one as which?
It's the same one as preliminary estimate 1. but was seen when I went in to do my service for November.
So it was a different date. Okay, so okay, so right now that's not in evidence yet. So if you
Should I email her?
if it's not in our box and you had downloaded it and didn't make it there, then you should go ahead and email that, and we'll take another 5-minute break and let y'all get that together. In the meantime, if you can go ahead and take care of that, but let's continue on your testimony, because I want Ms. Sahu to have an opportunity to speak this afternoon, because she definitely has a right to present her position. So so you're going to I presume that'll be Plaintiff's Exhibit 11 is going to be the preliminary estimate 2. And we'll just kind of we'll put a pin in that as to whether.
And I just.
Okay. Well, it takes a while to get here, and because there's a bunch of security things the county does, and then Ms. Colton will have to put it in the box at that point. All right. So, so when that exhibit comes, it's still the 98109. Is that right?
Yes. 109, because it's a rural area and they double in Austin.
All right. So what else are you wanting to testify about?
Okay. Email to property for repair, PDF.
Ma'am, if you will go into box right now, and maybe you can point
Sure.
to whatever you're referencing.
Okay, I don't know why this happened. G&B management post, PDF.
Ms. Colton, are you saying that, or is it a different name in here? Because I don't see it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to do a lot of
No, I know.
back and forth here. Miss McElroy, what is it that I'm looking for?
Oh, in the email, you would see it as email to property for repair. Maybe I didn't send it.
There it is. Nope, there it is. Email. That was a different name than what you told me. You said G&B management. Okay. But this is email to property for repair. Let me before we do that, let me hop back to preliminary estimate 2. And that is Plaintiff's Exhibit 11, which was done by Alpha One Ford. And you testified that was in person.
Mm-hmm.
And that showed the 981.09. And you said that was same estimate as estimate 1.
As done the day after the incident.
I see.
I had preliminary 1 was done on May 5th, 2025. And preliminary 2 was done in November 2025, and it matched.
Okay. All right, so that is Plaintiff's Exhibit 11, preliminary estimate 2 for 981.09. Any objection to the same document as the was an in-person?
Yes.
Okay, what's the legal objection to that one?
Yes, that is not in person, Judge. This is emailed. This is emailed 98109.
I can respond when you want me to.
Go ahead. Respond.
It was emailed to me, although I went in person. I said, can you please email me the documentation? Because I went for a service appointment that day. And if the court needs it, I could go into my car and get the service thing for the November that I went in there. But they did look at it in person, and I am on record with saying that I was in person, and they looked at it again, the same guy that did it in May.
And sent you this estimate. All right. And her objection is that this was emailed to you, and you admit that it was emailed, but it was after you had gone in person.
On which date, Judge? This is.
I'm looking at, I'm sorry, Plaintiff's Exhibit 11, which is preliminary estimate 2. What it has different than Plaintiff's Exhibit 8 is at the bottom. It says 11/10/2025 on page 3.
This is actually the incident. What in the small court has been decided.
I couldn't care less what the JP court did. This is a new trial.
Okay,
I'm admitting this.
Interpreter,
okay.
Can I use interpreter? Because
you
that
may use your interpreter, but we really need to move on.
Because that is 65 miles from my home, and she cannot hand me at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, because it's very early in the morning. She cannot go 65 miles and come back 65 miles and give me the document. It is not in person, Judge.
Thank you. I'm going to overrule your objection. Plaintiff's Exhibit 11 is admitted. You may proceed, Ms. McElroy.
Okay, moving on to email to property for repair, PDF.
All right, let me see. Where did that go? I saw that in there.
He keeps talking to her. Objection, he keeps advising her.
Overruled. He can sit there and talk to her.
Okay.
It's like
I'm
if you
seeing
had
on
someone.
screen, another screen.
All right, so I'm still let's see, where did that document go? Let me see here. Oh, it's email to property for repair is the title of the document. That's going to be Plaintiff's Exhibit 12. All right, and go ahead and describe the document, ma'am.
It's just to the property management where we both live, saying, because I wanted the post redone for safety for the carport and my car. And I said, neighbor in unit 5 drove into it. I am in unit 4. I think I had already communicated that I needed a new post. Beam, it says subject matter, beam for carport support.
All right, any objection to that document?
What is the relevance of it?
You can read it, ma'am. Do you have an objection to it?
No, I don't have any objection.
All right, thank you. Plaintiff's Exhibit 12 is admitted. Next.
Okay. Insurance, it's called car insurance deductible.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 13, car insurance deductible screenshot. And what is this and how is this relevant?
Well, I don't know if it's relevant, Your Honor, but when they came the next day and I gave him the report from Alpha One Ford for the preliminary estimate, he kept saying, I will speak to your insurance. And he kept repeating it. I will speak to your insurance.
Who is he?
And I said,
stop. Who is he?
Oh, Sushri's husband. When they came over the next day, and he kept saying, trying to tell me what to do, saying about, anyway, insurance. And I said, I have dealt with my insurance since my 20s. I have a deductible of $749. And so my point is I'm not going out of pocket $749.
All right. Well, that's not really relevant to anything in this case, whether there's insurance coverage or not. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and overrule that. This court doesn't care whether anybody has insurance or not. I'm just determining whether there was an incident, and I got to see what you're even suing over. But I guess property damage to your car. And
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else that you're suing damage for. All right.
Just for the
Okay. Well, anyway, Plaintiff Exhibit 13, the insurance coverage issue. I'm going to overrule that, or not. I'm going to just refuse to put that in. I think it's irrelevant to what this court's going to consider. That's fine. Next. Thank you. It's already 4:30. Okay. Let's move along, ladies.
These are my last ones. I don't know e-file fees, Texas, what I paid for the last hearing, precinct 3, and what I paid for this thing. I would like it added as my time and energy to the case, and it was called e-file Texas fees.
E-file Texas fees. Okay.
And there are 2 of them.
I've got e-file fees 11/3/2025, e-file fees 6/2/25.
Yes.
And is there anything else besides those 2?
That's it.
Okay, and we'll label e-file fees 6/2/25 as Plaintiff's Exhibit 14 and e-file fees 11/3/2025 Plaintiff's Exhibit 15. That's from 11/25. Generally, people don't offer those. It's just kind of part of the court costs, whichever way the court rules. Any objection to documentation regarding e-files, which are part of a public record?
No.
Okay, I appreciate that. So Plaintiff's Exhibits 14 and 15 are admitted. All right. Anything else?
Okay, we're almost done. Sushri's car damage. It's a photo. A JPG.
Okay, Sushri's car damage, JPG. Her car wasn't involved in this incident, was it?
No, it's just that there was damage to the driver.
Okay. So why should the court consider what's happened? The damage was to your car, correct?
Correct.
Allegedly. So the court's not going to consider what her car looks like.
Okay.
So,
That is not my car also, Judge.
it doesn't matter because it has nothing to do with this case. Okay, so those aren't coming in. So the Sushri car damage JPG, that's not admitted, and I'll sustain. Well, I'm just not going to consider. I think it has nothing to do with it. And Sushri's car number, car 2 JPG with the Camry, that has nothing to do with this incident. So the court won't consider that one.
I'm complete.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Sahu, do you have any questions for Ms. McElroy?
What, Charanti?
No, don't ask your husband what questions to ask.
Yes.
But you can ask questions of her. Thank you.
Yes. So, like, she is taking out family's properties and showing, like, sharing the VIN and all the car photos. So this is kind of harassment to my family.
Okay, you're testifying right now, and I need to know if you have any questions for her. I'm not going to have testimony from you right now. Okay. If you have a specific question or series of questions for her, this is your chance to ask her those questions, okay?
Okay. Okay, so...
And if he's writing the questions for you, I don't want to have that assistance.
Judge, I just seeing because he just shared the documents.
That's
now,
fine.
So,
I just need for you to, if you can ask questions, ask the questions, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
So that the preliminary estimate 1, that 981.09, So the location has been mentioned. It's Alpha 1 Road, which is around 68 miles from my home. Okay. So how she went, like it opens around 8:30, how she went 68 miles and she came back and handed me the document around 10:15 p.m. 10:15 a.m. She handed me the documents. This is to be noted, Judge. She should be superb or something, superhuman or something. 70 mile plus 70 miles. She came in 2 hours and handed me the documents. And she also
Ma'am, you haven't even started to ask a question yet. Do you have a question for her?
Yes, this is physical
Ask
or
her the
email.
question.
Yeah, this is because you have already mentioned this is emailed to her. So this is emailed or this is physically you have gone and checked there.
I'm still not
Yes,
hearing a question. Go ahead. If you heard a question, go ahead and answer it, whatever you heard.
I used to live in the area. I bought my car there. I service there. I go there often. I go back and forth. It's easy. It's no big deal. Yes.
But this is wrong. You already mentioned this is emailed to you. You are telling lie here.
This is, ma'am, you are not going to do that in my court. You are not going to call somebody a liar in this courtroom.
Okay,
You understand?
sorry.
We don't do name calling here.
Oh, sorry.
You may disagree with her and say that she's incorrect.
Sorry for
okay.
that because I didn't know.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay.
And just okay, here the type of loss is not mentioned. The policy number, the date of loss not mentioned, days of repair not mentioned, point of impact, nothing is mentioned in the document. Preliminary estimate 1, you can see.
Got a question there, ma'am? What's the question?
Yeah, because no details is mentioned there. Basis on what basis
You really aren't asking her any questions yet. Ask her a question if you have any.
This
Please.
is based on what estimation? Because nothing is mentioned there.
All right, I'm gonna give you one more chance, ma'am. You are making statements and not asking questions. You are testifying and not asking questions. And I'm not going to sit here or stand here and continue to hear that. I'm giving you an opportunity to ask this witness questions. You are not asking her questions. I'm going to give you one more chance. If I have to warn you one more time, I'm going to let her go as far as answering any questions, okay? So if you have a question relating to the case or the documents, ask her a question. Don't give long statements. Just ask her the question, okay? It'll be easier that way. Go ahead.
On what basis this estimation has done?
The estimate was done by a formal body shop, Alpha 1 Ford LaGrange. The head of the body shop looked at all the parts, looked at the damage. He does it all the time. What he said is it could be more money once he takes it off. But all of it is written on the paperwork, the part, the amount, everything is detailed on that paperwork.
And
okay, any other questions?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
The images is shared, car damage 1. This is looking like modified image than the real one. Like this image, if you go to car damage 1.jpg, this is like it has been modified so much. माने बहुत modify करिकी जेमती करा हेची, it's not looking real.
So she's saying that the first image which has been produced in front of you doesn't match the situation when it happened. It seems like it has been, some repairs has been done.
No, some modification has been
Modification, sorry,
to the
modification to the image. not the car. The image has
I am
been
still
voiced.
not hearing a question here.
Do you ଆପଣ
Okay.
ଏ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କି ସେଇ ଯୋଉ
Okay,
କାହିଁକି
then who took the photo and when it is taken?
I took the photo right with you standing there and your daughter on the other side. You were there. You know what happened. I took the photo. It was in your presence. It was real. It was done. And I'm complete with that.
It was not done when I was.
I'm not going to have argumentative, going back and forth with you two. I'm not going to do it. Okay.
Okay.
If you have a question, you can't call her a liar. You can't, you just have to ask questions. If you're saying, I know you want to say a lot of things. You've filed a bunch of stuff here in this case, but we're in trial now. I'm giving you the opportunity to question this witness. And I'm not satisfied after the last 10 minutes or so that you are actually asking any questions. So please, do you have anything else you need to ask this witness?
ପଚାରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି question format ରେ please ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ. Any questions
Question
ଯଦି
format ରେ
ଭଲ କି
ମୋର
ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ.
ପଚାରିବାର ନାହିଁ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ମୋର କିଛି ପଚାରିବାର ନାହିଁ ମୁଁ ମୋର ଇମେଜ ଦେଖେଇକି ମୁଁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ କରିବି ମୁଁ ଯାହା ସେୟାର
ବାସ୍।
କରିଛି ମୁଁ ସେଥିରେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ କରିବି ଆପଣ ସେଇଟା କୁହନ୍ତୁ
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଇମେଜ ସେୟାର କରିଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ଦେଖିକି ସେ ସେୟାର କରିବେ.
ହଁ ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା ଦେଖିକି କହିପାରିବି କି କ'ଣ ହେଇଛି କ'ଣ ନାହିଁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲ କିନ୍ତୁ ମୋର ତା ଇଏରେ କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପଚାରିବାର ନାହିଁ.
So she's saying she doesn't need to ask any question. So she doesn't need to ask any question, but she would like to go over the image and point out what are the things which are.
I have said.
When she testifies, she can look at photos and talk about them. That's absolutely fine. I have a witness, and if she's saying she has no more questions, I'm going to let the witness get off the digital witness stand, okay? All right. You're done with Ms. McElroy, right? Ms. McElroy, do you have any other witnesses or evidence you wish to present this afternoon?
Your Honor, the last thing I want to say is that I have a service appointment that was with Alpha Ford on the 30th of April, but I don't think it's necessary. No, I am complete.
All right, thank you. Do you rest?
I rest.
No. Okay, thank you very much. All right, Ms. Sahu, I know you've been anxious to testify because we've been hearing part of it during the alleged cross-examination. I am happy for you now to present evidence, and you may call yourself, you may call any other witnesses that have knowledge about the facts of the case, okay? Would you like to call yourself to testify first?
Yes.
Okay, and I think I've sworn everyone. Have I sworn you in already? I did when everybody came in, right? It was a while back, so I just want to make sure. Okay, very good. All right, you may testify. Go ahead.
So I want to share, like, if you go to the, okay, DF2, okay,
Hold on. Let me catch up with you because I have to find the doc. I've got to go back into this and find it. Hold on just a second. Thank you. 3-5. All right, ma'am. Go ahead and if you're going to, you can tell me the facts and then also kind of blend in your proposed exhibits on that, and then you can go through the exhibits and offer those, just kind of like we did before, okay? And I'll try to help you get the numbers. Well, you've already got numbers on these, so I think we're great. Okay.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
So if you go to DF2, plaintiff's petition, declaration, forgery, inflated claim, damages, intentional misrepresentation.pdf.
Defendant 2, plaintiff's petition. All right, you're offering the petition that she filed in court already?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Well, that's part of the court record, but okay.
But this is like, it's kind of bad faith if you see. It's like initial estimation was 981.09 cents, but in damaged cost, she has put like 1133 damaged cost. Okay, so it like the difference is 151.
Objection.
What's the objection to the petition you filed?
Because that is not on the petition I filed with your case. It was with the last case.
Did you amend your pleadings?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right. Well, no matter what, plaintiff's exhibit or defendant's exhibit 2, which is just the original petition that was filed, it's part of the court record. Court's going to take judicial notice of the original petition that was filed in JP court, and unless there was an amended pleading, doesn't make much difference to the court right now because there isn't one. So plaintiff's or defendant's exhibit 2 is admitted, but it's just a document that was already previously filed. So, all right. Continue testifying. So that document's submitted. What else?
Yes. If you go to DF7, Judge.
DF7. So you're offering defendant's exhibit 7 court costs.
Yeah. So if you see here,
What is all this?
If you see this personal cost like POS debit SP letterless play Beverly Hills CA, this is a personal cost incurred in that 151. Okay, so this one also she put as court filing fee, $8.13. So this is inflated court fee. This is the personal retail purchase. She has all put, there is no specific cost fee, a court fee she has put.
I did that by mistake, Your Honor. I don't know how the court works, and it was an innocent mistake.
So I object.
I don't know what I'm looking at, honestly. Court costs, hold on, stop for a second. Court costs are generally determined by whatever the filing fees were, which are part of the public record. So if the court awards court costs, it'll be the costs that, for example, that JP will show how much costs have been incurred and been paid, as well as the Travis County Clerk's Office. So I'm really not sure what parties are talking about.
Okay.
Here.
The estimation was 981.09. She added 151 extra and she put the damage at 1133. Okay, so 151 difference from the actual estimation. Okay, so.
Well, what is this?
This damage.
Stop for a second. I'm just trying to get a question to you, ma'am. What am I looking at as far as it appears to be a text message? What is that? Who is that to? What is it about relating to the case?
It's personal cost she has included in the court filing fee. Means she has when she.
No. This is something you sent to her challenging the court costs. Is that it? Or the cost of the repair to the.
No.
Well, what am I looking at?
See, in damaged cost, in the estimation, she has added all these 151 extra charges. Means
Judge, may I speak? May I speak?
Yes, please.
Yeah. What she's saying that in the estimation which it has been given, there is some extra cost of $151, which is her personal expense. It's not the repair expense. That's what she is mentioning. Am I correct, Sushri?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So the 981.09 estimate you challenge because it includes $151
extra
in additional fees that have nothing to do with the repairs.
And see, in that she has added personal expense also.
There are some personal expenses also in addition.
Hold on. I heard her. She spoke in English. I think I understood her. But the challenge of the 981.09, the estimate from the car place, you're not challenging, you're not saying that number has personal expenses on it. It's the additional expenses that are included in the original petition.
Yes.
Okay, understood. All right. I don't, I'm not sure this little email, it looks just like an argument going back and forth between the parties. I don't know how, I mean, I can
And
put that in or what, but okay.
and
Uh,
if you
Are
go
you,
to
hold on. Are you offering defendants exhibit 7 or
yes,
not?
yes.
You are. Any objection
Objection.
to exhibit 7, defendants exhibit 7?
I don't know where it is.
All right, well, just since I'm not hearing anything, defendants exhibit 7 is admitted. Okay.
Okay.
Defendants exhibit 7 is admitted. All right. Yes, ma'am, you may continue.
Yeah, if you go to DF4,
DF4. What does that have to, what are we, why are you offering this? What does
so
this have?
here actually, if you see, she knows already that she has included 151 extra. Again, she is asking for 139 court fees. So totaling to 1272. After the,
Okay, so she filed that. You want that offered in evidence? That's part of the court record from the JP court? Is that it?
yes. So
Any
What-
objection to what you filed in the JP court?
You mean the petition?
Some statement made on October 20th, 2025. I, Elizabeth Campbell, now legally Elizabeth McElroy, plaintiff, am submitting photos for the record. On October 18th, 2025, Seshri arrived in a new car, a Toyota Camry, which I don't really care about. I am requesting judgment be fulfilled of 1133 plus 139 court fees totaling 1272.
Oh, what happened? I object.
I don't
because-
really need an explanation. Do you have an objection to the document that's being offered?
I do. I have an objection.
Sure would like to hear it.
Okay, well, then I don't. I mean, I just thought when the woman with the court sent that to me that I didn't understand. And I thought, oh, that's part of the whole thing. But now I'm very clear and understand that court costs are separate from, it was just a misunderstanding.
All right. The court will take judicial notice of what was filed by the plaintiff in the JP court. I will not allow and I will not include the narrative that the defendant has added to the top of the document. I'm going to exclude all that where it talks about purposes, bad faith. That's not part of the official document. That's just your narrative. That's not coming in. So defendant's exhibit 4 is admitted except for the red lettering calling for Exhibit D, plaintiff's post-judgment enforcement email, purpose, demonstrate plaintiff sought costs after judgment, confirming bad faith and attempted double recovery. That's out. But I will allow the actual document, clean version that was filed. I'm not going to include the narrative from the defendant. Okay. That's gone in. All right, ma'am, you may proceed.
yeah. So if you go DF1 separate estimation. Okay. So if I had done separate estimation, so this is DF9.
The defendant's exhibit 9. Let's see where that is. Hold on just a second. Defendant's exhibit 9. Separate estimate.
Okay.
It's taking a long time for it to come up. Here we go.
So like I estimated, I estimate means I was asking the separate estimation and they told that they can do it in total 560. Okay, 260 is the bumper cost and 300 for the services. So I was just checking with the other dealers. This is car body lab.
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, in car body lab, when I was checking with the estimation, they told that they can do all things of her car in 560. So I was just checking with them.
Can I repeat what she said, Kathy? Miss Kathy? Yeah, she's saying that when she took the car to the car lab and all the
She didn't take
estimations.
she didn't take it anywhere. Did you
No.
physically take it to a place called Car
No.
Body Lab?
No.
Okay, let's be careful how we do this interpretation.
Oh,
I
sorry
believe
about that.
I believe that Ms. Sahu said that when she sent this to Car Body Lab, I think Kathy, our corporate just needed the name, Car Body Lab. And the exhibit is from Car Body Lab. It looks like it's some texting between Car Body Lab and the witness, including a copy of the estimate for the actual product, the bumpers that deliver for a 2021 through 2024 Ford Bronco. And then they've attached in their texting back to her addition to the quote of $300.19 to repair, to add on this unit. Is that right, ma'am? Is that?
Yes. Judge.
Okay. So any objection to the Car Body Lab texting with this witness, including the
Yes.
$260.99 bumpers that deliver estimate, and then the estimate to install by Car Body Lab?
Yes, Your Honor, because the car wasn't there physically. And it wasn't at the time. It was recent that they did that.
So this is for the replacement, total bumper replacement.
Okay, and
The car was
I'm not having y'all argue back and forth between you. Let me go back to
Okay.
Ms. Sahu. Ms. Sahu, you objected to a number of the documents and estimates from the plaintiff saying they weren't in person, and that the estimates, and I excluded those because you said they weren't in person and presumably they're unreliable. She's made the same objection that this was not in person. What is your response to that?
Okay. So she told me that if I checked that this is bumper replacement plus service charges. Okay, that 921.09 cents. So that is total for bumper replacement. So this one also I did the same thing with 560. They are 526. They are ready to do. Okay, total bumper replacement. Same thing, same service charge.
All
Your
right.
Honor.
This
Not
is
asking you to respond to it. This is not a time where you guys go back and forth with each other. You're in court. I'll make a decision. All right. She's made an objection. The plaintiff has made an objection that this was not in person and wasn't at the time of the incident. And I'm going to have to go ahead and I'm going to exclude this because I sustained an objection from the defendant for the same basis. So that will not be included. Defendant's Exhibit 9 will not be admitted. All right, next.
But this is the same service charge.
You need to move on. What else are you trying to offer in evidence, ma'am?
Okay. So if you go to DF12, okay, car image after collision. If you go to DF12, just
Are you offering Defendant's Exhibit 12?
sorry, yeah, DF12.
Okay. Any objection, Defendant's Exhibit 12?
No.
Thank you. Defendant's Exhibit 12 is admitted.
I have to describe something just.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You guys have already gone way beyond your estimate for time, so I'm not going to put it much long. I'm not going to give you much longer. We're already past. My staff's already supposed to be, finished by now. So
if you go to DF5, so there are two carports you can see. So I was going left, and you can see the carport is on the edge. So this is the middle carport. That the car got sided to the middle carport. Okay, and according to if the left front has been hidden, the car would have fallen down the ground. You can see the image, Judge, the middle carport.
okay, are you offering Defendant's Exhibit 5?
Yeah, DF5.
Any objection, Defendant's Exhibit 5?
No.
Thank you. Defendant's Exhibit 5 is admitted. So what post spam did you hit?
The middle one, the middle left.
The first one or the second one?
The second.
Okay, all right.
So if the left front has been hidden, the car would have fallen down the ground, if you can see properly.
Okay, go ahead. Anything else?
Yes, if you go to
Okay.
DF6, please.
Oh, that's not opening up for me. Can you share your screen and show it to me? Because I can't open the document. I don't know what the
yes.
Zoom. Here we go. All right. So that is Defendant's Exhibit. What number is that?
This is DF6.
DF6. Defendant's Exhibit 6.
Yeah. So if
And go ahead and describe what are in the
Yes,
pictures.
yes. According to plaintiff, so she's telling the fog light upper is hidden. Okay, but if you see the carport height is minimum like 1 feet above the this fog light. So structurally both are not, they don't intersect. It's below height and this is above height. If you see the carport inside, it's like rotten, means it's a black and it's edged, means edging. So I think while I was driving, the left side, driver's side got little sided and it broke. Now, according to plaintiff, it's impossible to hit this fog light area. First of all, it would have fallen down, the car would have fallen down, and the height does not match at all. If you see the height, this is mid of the carport, and this is the lower part of the car bumper. You can see properly.
All right. Any objection? Defendant's Exhibit 6.
No.
Thank you. Defendant's Exhibit 6 is admitted. All right. Anything else?
Yes. Judge.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
DF, there, this one, another another document. Yeah. So here another document. You go to DF.
All right, we need to pick this up, ma'am. We need to kind of move along. Is there another exhibit you wish to offer?
Yes, that car
What number is it?
car damage. Go to car damage after car image after collision. Yes.
Defendant exhibit 12?
Yeah. Yes.
I thought we just saw this picture. You already admitted that one.
Open.
12 is already admitted.
So if you see properly, so the means it's near to the edge. That the carport is the edge. So it would have fallen down according to the plaintiff if it would have hit in that point.
Are you still talking about this other exhibit you have shown here? You've already testified to that.
Okay. Just 1 minute. I'm sharing.
So your testimony is the car could not have impacted that post
Correct.
and had damage to the car?
Correct. That's what.
So the post looked like that when you pulled in?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. And what else? What else do you want to testify about?
I also want to the list of files. Let me see the list of this one also I am doing. Just give me a second.
Ma'am, I can't give you any more minutes. Do you have any other defendants exhibits you wish to offer?
There. So are you able to see this picture? Just.
Would you please tell me the exhibit number you want to talk about if you're trying to offer it into evidence? Ma'am.
This is our image plaintiff's harassment. Like every day she means from the like last 1 month around she is harassing, like the car has come, the whatever happened to car, those things, like she's talking, and that is making us more like we are new here. Okay, so we are new in US, and she is like every day she is talking this one, this happened, so she did this, like this is kind of harassment, judge, that I want to.
Right, but the lawsuit here is about property damage to her car, right? That's what the lawsuit's about.
Yeah.
Did you file some other counterclaim or a lawsuit against her for something else?
No.
Okay, so even though you feel put out and being harassed, I only look at the pleadings, okay? So if this case is only about property damage to the vehicle based on you operating her car, then that's all I'm going to consider, okay? If you have a harassment claim or whatever else you think you have, that would be a separate lawsuit that you can file separately if there's a claim there.
And the last one I want to show.
Okay.
Facts of matter, if we can go quickly. Facts of matter, DF13 V1.
DF13. Okay.
V1. From
DF13.
Yeah. So that's on everything is.
All right. So these are your comments. This document, as your notes, are not admissible as evidence. Okay. You having statements that you want to make about her, the document itself is not going to be admissible. You can talk about the facts of the case, and then in the conclusion, at the closing statement, you can make your legal argument. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm only dealing with the facts of the case. This defendant's exhibit 13, I won't consider because that's your notes about how you think the case is.
Okay.
And that's not really evidence. Okay.
Okay.
Your testimony can be evidence, and your argument can be evidence. I mean, your argument can be an argument. The evidence is testimony about facts. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not going to allow defendant's exhibit 13, but you can talk about it in your closing arguments. I won't, and here's the thing, I noted in some of the comments you make here about attempts to resolve litigation, that's not admissible. So we can't, whether you offer to do something or she offered to do something, the court can't consider that as evidence. There are rules against that. So because the rules are to encourage people to try to resolve it, but we don't want that conversation to be in front of a fact finder like me or the jury. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so is anything else you wish to offer in evidence? Or is that it?
No, like that's all I think. And
Okay.
if I can request relief now.
Okay, well, you'll have a closing statement here in a minute. Okay. And then you can kind of tell me why
Okay.
you think whatever. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Very good. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Any other witnesses or do you rest? Are you finished?
I just prepared.
Okay, you're finished. Okay. All right. All right. So both plaintiff and defendant have rested. Ms. McElroy, you can have a brief closing statement.
Okay. If you could pull up DF6, I have a question for her. And that will be my only
Oh, I'm
question.
sorry. Yeah,
Or-
yeah, you have a question. I'm so sorry. Yes, defendants exhibit 6.
I have one question.
I apologize. You have questions for her, and I completely I just kind of assumed that we'd already done that, and I'm wrong. All right, so defendants exhibit 6. Yeah, she'll probably have to share that again because I can't pull it up.
DF6.
All right. Ms. Saho, if you had defendants exhibit 6, that's the picture of the photograph with the numbers on it. Would you be able to share that again? Thank you so much. All right, so here we go.
My question is, Susri, does your husband work for a tech company?
Oh, you're on mute, ma'am. I'm sorry. You're on mute.
Oh.
I'll have to take your Miss Sahu, you're on mute. *6 will probably get it, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know. Your microphone's still.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
Zoom is so much fun. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, please. Okay, so how this is relevant? My husband works for a tech company.
Does your husband work for a tech company in Austin?
How this, how judge, how this relevant?
So your objection is relevance. That's sustained. You don't need to answer that. What else?
Okay. I guess that's all, Your Honor.
You don't have anything else? Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You have questions for her or not?
No, I'm done.
All right. Thank you. All right. Now, just want to make sure, Ms. Sahu, you don't have any other witnesses, correct? You finished?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. All right. So closing statements, Ms. McElroy, you may go first. Anything?
Just that she was driving my car. I was nice to let her do it. He asked if she could, her husband asked if she could in her presence. I said yes. When we drove back home, she hit the car post and those damages are connected to it. I took the pictures right after the incident. Her daughter's in one of the pictures with the post. I got the preliminary estimate the next day. They came over that day. They offered me Indian food in exchange. And I knew I could, and then what else? He said, just repeatedly, check with your insurance. I can be on the phone with you. I can call your insurance for you. I said, I've handled my insurance since my early 20s. I do not need your help. Are you willing to pay this estimate? Are you willing to pay the damage? They offered me Indian food, and a few days later, in another tax, she offered me $50. I am complete.
All right. Thank you. All right. Ms. Sahu, you have a closing statement?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
It's like, like from the whole starting point, I see like there is full bad faith of the plaintiff. Like for extracting money, she found me like soft target, and she extracted like she's making inflated charges for the small, even that is not because of this incident, and that this damage has been done because of other incidents, and she is trying to extracting money by using the court. So because she's from a lawyer background family, maybe she knows more, but I'm new for the case. She found me vulnerable. She's and for this, I have to put more and more, like my family is getting harassed, and we like putting so much efforts. So for misusing courts, I put sanctions for on her for like putting court fees different, like putting different fees, not exact fees, no transparent, no, it is not transparent. So sanctions should be put on her, and this is, you can see, this is because of the height mismatch. Both points do not intersect each other, you can see, and it could have fallen down. So it's not because of this incident, whatever she is claiming, this is not because of this incident, Judge. So I request relief. So I request relief and put her on sanction, and like because of plaintiff's false statements and improper demands, I forced to incur the monetary burden like 67 paid to the Justice Court, 360.50 in county court filing and service cost, and mandatory 2405 cash appeal bond that I was required to deposit solely because plaintiff's misrepresentation produced an improper judgment. It represents a significant financial burden and loss of access to funds, all caused exclusively by plaintiff's improper litigation conduct. The combined amount court cost 427.50 and the appeal bond 2405 reflects the minimum measurable financial burden plaintiff imposed on defendant. The total is 2832.50. So this figure is properly considered by the court. So I want like exclude all plaintiff's exhibits, render a take nothing judgment in favor of the defendant, order the return of defendant's 2405 cash appeal bond, 360.50 county court filing, 67 justice court fee, and award all taxable court cost, impose monetary sanctions under Rule 13 and Chapter 10 in an amount the court find just, including at minimum the amount reflecting the financial burden plaintiff imposed on defendant, which totals 2832.50 plus any additional sanctions needed to defer future misconduct of the court.
Let's see if our interpreter wanted to say something. Is there something you need to add?
Oh, no. I'm
Okay.
saying that I just have to leave because I have a session to take. I'm sorry. Is it
Thank you.
okay if I leave?
I think we're finished with all this as far as interpreting.
Yeah, I mean,
goes.
any questions for me with whatever she has covered right
No.
now, I can answer.
No, I think
Otherwise, I
she-
would like to.
All right. Thank you before you leave, let me go ahead and do this. Thank you for your testimony and your position for both of you. I'm going to rule in favor of the plaintiff. I find that the defendant damaged the vehicle through her own negligence. I'm finding damages in the amount of $981.09. I'm also awarding court costs to the plaintiff. We'll prepare a judgment. If there was a bond that was filed, then part of that will be used, I think, to pay the judgment, or however y'all work on that. And I think that's it. So there will not be any sanctions with the plaintiff. Insofar as, I looked at some other documents, or I saw some complaint about a judge. I don't know what that's about. Don't really care. I don't
But
think it has
George,
anything to do with me.
this is
Please do
literally-
not talk over me, ma'am, because I'm not finished. And so I will go ahead and sign that judgment. Y'all are excused. I'm not going to hear anything else. Thank you very much.